be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wagging, Reese. Like there's always something that happens.
Turning it on! 30, at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to work guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. Going over the top. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a 17.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got the back over the middle. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for a big gain. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He fires a bullet to the right. Pulls it in. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover two drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does become if you're the more physical team. If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The snap sets up to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Pitt! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll throw it. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're...
Gets away from one. He's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Quick spin on the run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll pull it down. It's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
He's got it down the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Panthers have it with a 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any.
Touchdown, Panthers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Got his man quickly. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going to take off. Did the work himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Moving away from pressure. Throwing on the run. And he reels it in inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
The play action fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the boot, looking for his man. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it. Guys have to drop back a little bit, then he can run the football and get a positive gain.
It's caught. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable.
Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a...
He's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. They're trailing by 10 to Florida State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Dances away. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll take it on the return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets a block. Rams him with the stiff arm. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Handoff from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the end zone. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Rebels are in the hurry up.
And And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything right now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 down. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and short kick. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum.
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allow...
He'll take a shot. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They reeled off